Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel and welcome to DoughVember. I love this collaboration. It's super exciting and I'm actually hosting it this year. That's kind of fun. But if you go into my description, you will see links for all the people that are participating in DoughVember this year. So it's going to be cool. And it's all kinds of recipes from, breads to biscuits to something like I'm making here. And actually, this video is going to be two different styles of exactly the same thing. It's a pretty versatile deal that I'm doing here. So I'm going to make a sweet and a savory dough product. It's basically kind of a bread with a bundt pan and crescent rolls. And that's the deal. You don't have to make your dough from scratch. You can use biscuit. You can see there's going to be some people that do amazing doughs from scratch. But the thing I'm thinking about is I want to do something super simple. It could be easy during the holidays. You've got, pop in, maybe people stop for a visit that you don't expect. This is a super quick thing to do. So for this version, the savory version, both versions will take 3 of the cans of 8 crescent rolls. So I've got 3 of those cans. For this one, and they both will take half a stick of butter. What is this? It's the half a cup of butter. So you're going to have a half a cup of butter and 3 cans of the crescent rolls. Now for this version, you're also going to have Italian seasoning and Parmesan cheese. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this butter up and I'm going to put it in here. I've got my oven heated at 375 according to the directions on the crescent rolls. And I'm going to cut the butter up and put it in the bottom of the pan and let that go into the oven so the pan gets hot and the butter melts. And then I'm going to come back to you here and show you what we do next. I realized I said 375 because that's what's on the package, 375 for like 15 minutes or something like that. But it's actually, because we're not unrolling these, making them into the small biscuits, your oven needs to be at 350 because this is going to go for about 30 minutes. So I've already unrolled these. I've kind of peeled them. They're ready to come out. And the butter is melted. Let me get that out of the oven. Okay. So, got where you guys can see that. Looky there. I think you can see. Let me bring you up a little bit. There you go. See if you can see. Perfect. And now I'm going to add Parmesan cheese. I'm just going to sprinkle a bunch. Actually, I'm going to need to open the other end because I'm going to have to sprinkle a bunch of Parmesan cheese. And this is going to be perfect. I'm making this because I had in my slow cooker chicken broth yesterday, and I ended up with 4 quarts of chicken broth, and I had just enough left to make an amazing soup that I'm going to make tonight. So this is going to go perfect. Now I'm going to take my Italian seasoning, and you put in as much of that as you want. Oh boy, I'm going to have to open the spoon it outside because I want a lot. Okay, now simple, so simple to use these kind of packages. So I've got this one package of these rolls. Oh, broken half. That's fine. It doesn't matter. So I'm just going to kind of set this in here. And now the other one that I'm going to make is the sweet version, and that is going to be perfect for like for tomorrow morning, or if you had someone staying at the house for the holidays, this would be perfect. So here we have this. And there's all these recipes for these crescent rolls. I just love this one, and I've been seeing it lately, and I thought, you know what, I better show it because it's awesome. All right, there you go. So that's going to go in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes, and I will bring you back when it's done. All right, 30 minutes has gone by, and I have this tray to put it on, and I'm also putting a paper towel because when you turn it up, the butter might run down. So I'm going to pull it out of the oven. It's been 30 minutes at 350 degrees. And, ooh, look at how pretty is that. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes before I put this plate on it and flip it over. That way everything can kind of settle and absorb into the bread. And so we'll be back as soon as that happens. All right, it's cooled off, and you can see the butter's not bubbling up around it anymore. So, oh, let's see if I can do this. I always get nervous. I always worry. Okay. Now I'm just going to flip it over. Hang on. Here we go. I felt it. I heard it go perfect. All right. Now let me get this off of here. Now I'm going to wash this because look at that. Oh, looky look. Doesn't that look phenomenal? Oh, goody. A little piece broke off of there, and I'm going to taste it. That looks so good. It smells so good. So I'm going to taste this little bit that came off the side right there. And then I'm going to wash this pan, and we're going to try another bit. Look at all the crispy on there. Oh, so good. Okay, now I'm going to wash my pan, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to do the sweet version of the exact same recipe. I decided I want to show you. So I pulled it apart a little bit, and you can see, look at how flaky it is inside. And this is so easy, just 3 tubes of crescent rolls, and this is so yummy. Just wanted to show you that. Now here we are ready to start the second one of these bundt recipe cake things, but this is the sweet one. We just did the savory one. Now the sweet one is going to start the same way, with a stick of butter cut up and then melted in the bottom of it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the oven, which is heated to 350. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven, and then basically it's exactly the same thing, except you're going to put brown sugar, which I have brown sugar. I've got some pecans. I'm going to put some dried cranberries in there, some nutmeg, because that makes it amazing, and cinnamon. So let me get this melted, and then I will come back. All right, the butter's melted, and now we're going to put brown sugar. And there's really no measurements to this. It's just, you know, what you want it to be. So I'm going to put a bunch of brown sugar in there. This is so good. And my goal is just to give you something that you could make, maybe to go with leftover, say you got leftover turkey and you know, cranberries and gravy. That other bread would be great, the savory one. This would be terrific for a quick, you know, holiday morning. And it's easy. It doesn't take a whole lot of work. There you go. That's plenty. Now, I'm going to put some cinnamon in there because I love cinnamon. Lots of cinnamon. Okay, see that? And now, I'm going to go ahead and put these cranberries around there too, and they will absorb the, oh my gosh, these are just going to be great. And then I like to get some whole nutmeg on there. There's my little nutmeg, because nutmeg's everything. Nutmeg in my mind is like, oh, it's the best at this time of year. Smells good, tastes good. So I'm just going to add some nutmeg. And I got the bigger plate to take this one out because the cranberries and pecans and stuff are going to just, oops, they're going to fall out. Okay, I can't put that one back right now. All right. Ooh, it smells so good. Now I'm going to put pecans in there. And this is, I actually have a cup because I seal these in 1 cup increments. So I'm not using quite a cup in here. But you can use as much as you want. All right, now is dough time. Not go time, it's dough time. Put this in there just like we did the other ones, and it is also going to go 30 minutes at 350. And then, let me get this all in there. Woo, come out of there. That guy wants to stay in the can. Okay, there. Perfect. And this one. I'm going to stick this in there. All right, now push it down in there. Now here this goes back in the oven for 30 minutes at 350, and when this is all cooked up and perfect, and I will let it sit a few minutes so everything can kind of reabsorb, I'll bring you back and we will turn it over and see how awesome it is. It just came out of the oven, and I will say, I noticed this, the actual name brand, the Pillsbury, this is the store brand, the name brand puffed up a little bit and browned a little nicer than the store brand. So I'm glad I had a little side by side there, because if I do this again, I will definitely do the name brand Pillsbury crescent rolls. So now, like the other one, I'm going to let this sit for about 5 or 10 minutes and let all of that absorb back into the bread, and then I'm going to turn it out on this plate. So as soon as that's ready, I'll bring you back. Okay, this is cooled down quite a bit. Well, it's long enough for it to all kind of absorb. So now I'm going to put my little plate on there. Oh, I hate turning these things over, but I'm going to do it. All right, here we go. You won't see this, but here I go. I'm going to flip it. There we go. Woo! Always makes me nervous. But when you take the top off, it looks amazing. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? So, hello breakfast. First thing in the morning. That is a wonderful thing. And it looks delicious and it smells delicious. And the cool thing was, it was super easy. Like, that is such an easy thing. And now I've got your sweet and savory. I'm going to take this off from underneath this little paper towel under there. I was afraid that there would still be some butter, and I didn't want it to run all over the plate. So now let's take this off, and we're going to have these two really pretty loaves. Okay, there we go. And we sampled this one, and it was delicious, wasn't it, Brian?
What's that?
This little savory bundt cakey thing that I made.
You bet. It was very good.
So good. You want to try the cinnamon one now?
Okay.
Okay, here he goes. So we tried that. It was fantastic. Now, let me get I think I'm going to have to give you a fork. This might be hot still. Get your little plate. I made that to go with our soup for dinner.
Okie dokie.
It'll be good. All right, let's cut this and I'll give you some. This is your morning. It will firm up. I cut it while it's hot. Oh, he's got to get the cranberry out of there. All right. There you go. Okay. What are you doing?
Getting all the parts.
You're supposed to taste that part. Ooh, with the pecan on it.
It's absolutely terrible.
Is it? No, it's not. I told Brian he's not obligated to like everything. It's okay. If you don't like something, you don't like it. That's what I tell people when they come over. If I make something you don't want to eat, don't eat it.
You should throw it out.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it looks good. All right. It's good, huh?
It's very good.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right, you guys. Thank you for watching my videos, and I am super excited about DoughVember, the month of November, and all of the recipes that you can get. And this one was a double DoughVember recipe, because you got the sweet and the savory all in one video. And be sure and go and check out the links of the other channels that are participating, and be sure and like and subscribe them. And then don't forget, on December the 1st, I'm going to do a giveaway, and there will be, there will be a giveaway goodie given that's hot. Here. Okay, there you go. All right, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.